State ko po ito.
It's okay. It was okay.
Walang mag-interview dito, ma'am.
Yung mga president
Well, kanina, yung sa NBI, we were able to establish yung expertise niya because he's really expert in validating and authenticating yung mga digital evidence. Because under the rule of the digital evidence, you also have to establish the proficiency and expertise of the witness. So the prosecution was able to provide that and was able to establish that. Even what the defense, despite the objections for coming from the defense, they even questioning and trying to evict the witness, but it was overruled, no? Because na-establish ang prosecution that indeed nobody can actually verify those digital evidence other than himself. He's the most qualified and the most authoritative in confirming that this digital evidence in relation to the investigation conducted by the NBI he's actually part of it, and he can actually attest to the veracity of this evidence. Yes.
Kung ang sabi kayo ni Representative Redoy, yung naging pahayag daw kaninang umaga ni Vice President Sara Duterte could possibly use as evidence or dagdag na bigat sa ebidensya ng Article 4, which is the grave threat. Is this the reason bakit sinabi ng Atty. Capuna na magiging hostile witnesses sana si Sara?
Well, we don't know what will be the strategy of the prosecution, pero what we notice is that yung propensity of using words that are morbid, that are gory, diba? Bloodbath, bloody, unbound. She came here, we were expecting that's actually the opportunity for her to really answer the allegations. But remember, when you were invited, during the post-press conference, she only made two sentences ata, di ba? And she declined accepting questions from the media. So yun ang disappointment uli ng mga kababayan natin, no? Una, gusto natin marinig, gusto sana natin marinig na sabihin niya, hindi ko yan inutos ang confidential funds, hindi ko yan pinagutos yung mga kung mayroon mga allegation of bribery, hindi totoo yan. Pero did we actually hear her, deny all of these allegations? Rather, what we heard is parang naging yung popular na series, Game of Thrones inspired punchline. So, I mean, the people deserve an answer. But unfortunately, that's what she said.
What will be the next step of the prosecution if ever nga na, since base sa notice, malaya ang counsel ni VP Sara na papuntahin dito sa Senado si Vice President? What will be the next step of the prosecution regarding dun sa hostile witnesses para sa action?
Well, unang-una, the prosecution, kaya nga sabi namin, we don't want to preempt whatever is the strategy of the prosecution. What is important is we have already laid down the articles and we have enumerated the sequence of the presentation of evidence, and that is today. Nakita na po natin yung una nating witness, yung magpapatestify yung veracity o authenticity ng mga digital na mga evidence na nakuha based doon sa kanilang investigation, doon sa grave threats na ginawa ni Vice President Sara Duterte. But as to how this would proceed, again, I do not want to preempt the strategy of the prosecution. But what I can tell you is, every time na magkakaroon po tayo ng trial day, lahat po yan ilalatag ng prosecution na mas daling maintindihan, hindi lang po ng korte, pero ang ating taong bayan. Yung katotohanan and factual, not only just factual, but truthful information that we will provide to the public.
Thank you po. Salamat po ng marami.